Hi all, welcome to Try to Technologies. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel to your friends and families, and don't forget to comment about your queries and feedbacks. Join Telegram channel. If you have any queries, post there. We'll try to reply you back. There are 4,000 people who are already helping others. Okay, so if you also know solutions when you join the Telegram channel, try to help others. And also, who have not subscribed, please subscribe so that it will reach a lot of people. And also, YouTube will move this into the recommendations when you guys like this video. Okay, so that people who are trying for jobs, this will be very helpful because I'm going to talk today about Linux. Okay, so this is the Linux. Okay, this is the first session, so I'll be talking lot of Linux, and also I'll talk more real time. Okay, so if you know all the videos which I post, it will always have real time in it. Okay, so what happening in the real time, what is happening in the organizations, and how they are using this Linux in the organizations is very important. So that is very important, like why we talk real time. Okay, so what is happening in the IT organizations is very important to get into the jobs. Okay, so the reason why I always talk about real time, and I always give information about what is happening in current IT organizations. So if you guys don't know, like from last 30 years, Linux is the one which is very much ruling the market. Most of the organizations have shifted to the Linux, and most of the organizations run their servers on Linux. Okay, so and also if you go back and if you check in the history, in 1991, person called Linus Torvald. Okay, so when he was 21-year old. Okay, so he used to be a university student of Finland. Okay, so he has created this Linux. Okay, so he and also he has done this in open source. Okay, so you might have known what is open source already. Okay, so open source is nothing but it is open to everyone, like the source code which is available, like you can pick that source code, and you can modify that source code, and you can create your own Linux. Okay, so that is the one thing which is done by that person, Linus Torvald. And right now I follow him because there are a lot of conferences he is doing about the new Linux he is creating. Okay, so I've already talked that in other video. You guys can go and watch in the Linux playlist. Okay, so now we are talking about Linux. Okay, so why it is very important. Okay, so like 1991, it is almost like exactly 30 years right now. Okay, so most of the web servers which is running in the IT organization or in the market right now are Linux. Okay, so why I'm saying like most of the web servers, because everything what you do right now in the market, like if you buy anything or if you're purchasing, if you are doing any online transaction, everything works on the web servers, right? So web servers are the one which is extensively deployed or created or applied on Linux boxes. Okay, so it most of the web servers are running on Linux kernel, and also most of your mobile phones. Okay, so a lot of mobile phones which we are using right now. Okay, smartphones. Okay, so most of them are running on Linux, and also if you see most of the clouds. Okay, so now when you talk about IT industry, you always talk about cloud. Okay, so cloud infrastructure is the one which is also very much created on top of Linux, I could say, because of this open source concept, the cloud computing or the cloud computing had happened. Otherwise you might not have seen this cloud computing, because if we do not have this open source. Okay, so most of the times. Okay, so when you talk about security, when you talk about open sources, when you talk about automation, when you talk about cloud. Okay, so most of the time the prerequisite always sits on Linux, because if you don't know Linux, you cannot survive in the present IT market. So it is always very important you guys to know about Linux and how it has come up and who has created. Okay, so the history. Okay, so whenever you know about the history of things. Okay, so it will create an interest to learn more on that technology. Okay, so the reason I just wanted to know, or I just wanted to let you know guys about Linus Torvald, who created this Linux in 1991. Okay, so what all the things which is happening right now in the market. Okay, so most of the things I said. Okay, so I'm just saying most of the things, nothing but like it is around 96 to 97% of the um, top MNCs or top IT organizations or top organizations around the world are using Linux. Okay, and also 96 or 95% of cloud infrastructures. Okay, so whatever the cloud infrastructure we talk about, AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Okay, so these are all cloud infrastructures are operating on Linux right now. Okay, so because of the open source. Okay, so because of the open source, the market is very much open, like to enhance the technologies, or to build the technologies, to improve the technologies. Okay, so it is always important whenever you watch open source. Okay, so whenever you see open source, okay, so this is which driving the market right now. Okay, so most of the organizations, okay, are driving their tools or technologies through open source right now. Okay, so it is always important you guys to know what is open source, what is happening in the open source domain. Okay, so whenever you're talking about Linux Foundation, okay, so what Linux Foundation community is doing. Okay, so you guys always need to keep a tap on that, so that it's always important that you know what is happening in the present market. Okay, and also most of the developers, okay, so it is not only on the infrastructure side, but most of the developers all like prefer Linux. Okay, because they wanted to they wanted to enhance their application or anything. Okay, whenever you're working on a open source, like I said, okay, so there is lot of scope to do the research and development on those applications or the tools, or the enhancements of the application, or the security levels of the application. Okay, so there is a lot of things that is happening in the open source domain. So the most of the developers always prefer Linux to create or to develop their applications. Okay, so it is always important, like what kind of Linux you choose. Okay, so I'll also talk about the Linux flavors what we have in the market. Okay, so that will do in the coming sessions. Okay, so but right now when we are talking about security, okay, so I've already told you, like, security is the one which is very crucial right now in the market. Okay, so what happens when you are talking about security and Linux? Okay, so in Linux kernel development, security is the one which is taken very seriously. Okay, so because the underlying layer for public or private softwares in the digital world right now. Okay, so it is like lots of billions of millions of businesses are running on the applications which are deployed on the Linux kernel. Okay, so it is always important that how much security factors, or how much security aspects has been taken care by this Linux kernel. Okay, so it is always very important when you're talking about security. Most of the people prefer Linux operating systems. Okay, so I'm not going to deep dive into it, like why it is, what it is, and what all the projects we have, what is FOSS projects and all those stuff right now. But it is very important that Linux is the one which built on very much on a secured systems. Okay, so or you can say on um, keeping keeping security in their minds. Okay, so they have developed Linux keeping security in their minds. Okay, so you should not be much worried when you're talking about Linux operating systems on part of security. Okay, so but still, like in the current situation or current market, lot of people are trying to break things. Okay, so that is the reason why most of the open source security organizations are also working towards increasing or deploying their own security versions on the Linux boxes or on their applications. When you're talking about the organizations like IBM or AWS or Azure, okay, so they all are coming up with their own security guidelines to narrow this risk, whatever is there right now in the markets. Okay, so you always need to know about securities. Like if you are going into the security side, you always need to make sure like what kind of securities we have right now, and what kind of securities we are implementing in the Linux. Okay, so right now we are not talking about security. Okay, so we are not doing a security course here. Okay, so we are talking about Linux and Linux how Linux is managed and how you can manage your Linux or you can say how the real time works with the Linux or Linux administration concepts. Okay, so this is what about the history, and this is what about exactly what is happening in the market right now on the Linux. Okay, so next thing is about installations. Okay, so installation is like we have multiple options to install Linux. Okay, so but when you are trying to practice, or when you don't want to install on your laptops also, it's very easy to work on Linux, because all the cloud providers right now, like if you go for AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, any cloud provider. Okay, so you can go for your free tier. Okay, so in all the clouds you'll be having free tier for 1 year. You can go there and you can launch your Linux machines of whatever flavor you want, and you can work on that Linux machines. Okay, but most of the time when you are talking about Linux, okay, so you can also install Linux from your disk. Okay, so like you will have your boot CDs, or install like boot installations from Linux. Okay, so that also you can get it. Okay, so you can download and you can image that disk, and also you can boot it from your disk. Okay, so it might be your hard disk, or it might be your USB drives. Okay, so and also whenever you are talking about Linux, like you can install and like you can see Linux on laptops, desktops, on servers. You will have System 76 Linux certified Think Penguin, or you can have it Tuxedo computers. Okay, you can install whatever the boxes you wanted. Okay, so and also there are a lot of Linux flavors you have in the market. Okay, so we'll also discuss on a lot of the most of the Linux flavors, like what Linux you need to choose. Okay, so and how you can install those Linux. Okay, so we'll discuss that stuff as well. Okay, but most of the time when you are having an image, you can do the image, or you can get that image to your USB, or you can do it on your DVD. You can burn the image on DVD, and you can do the bootable installation. Okay, so that you can do it with BIOS, or you can do it with UEFI. Okay, so you can do anyways. Okay, so you can post your queries if you have any queries. Okay, so like if you are doing through a boot. Okay, so and also you can download these Linux flavors. Okay, so whatever the Linux flavors you want, you can directly download from distrowatch.com. Okay, so if you go to distrowatch.com, you can download any Linux flavor you wanted. Okay, so let me go to the distrowatch.com once. Okay, so distrowatch.com. Okay, so if you go here, okay, so you'll see all the Linux flavors. Okay, so if you see here, we have Red Hat 9, which is released recently. You can go for this also. Okay, so this is released on 11th November, November 3rd to 2021. Okay, so this is like last week it got released. Okay, so Red Hat Linux 9, this is a beta version. Okay, and also you can go for Fedora, you have Voyager, you can have whatever the Linux flavor you wanted. Okay, so there are many Linux flavors that you can install and you can work on. Okay, so here you can see the list. Okay, so all the distributions you have. Okay, so you can go for Debian, you can go for Ubuntu, you can go for Red Hat, you can go for FreeBSD, CentOS. Okay, so you have Kali Linux here. Okay, so there are many flavors. Okay, so these are all the distributions. If you see here, at least 100 distros are been listed over here. Okay, so you can go to distrowatch.com and you can get whatever the Linux flavor you wanted. Okay, so and imagine like you have 100 distributions. Okay, so you might not know what exactly the distributions are all about. Okay, so all are open sources. You can get the source code as well, but you can go and you can download. If you want Ubuntu, you just click on Ubuntu and you can get the Ubuntu, or you can go for Red Hat 9. Okay, so beta version. Okay, so most of the time when you are talking about the real-time organizations, they will use Red Hat and Ubuntu. Red Hat is the one which is majorly extensively used when compared with the Ubuntu. Okay, and also OpenSUSE is the one which is also being used in the market right now. Okay, and also if you are very new to the Linux, what will be the best Linux to choose? Okay, so most of the time when you say, okay, so OpenSUSE or Fedora Linux or Ubuntu Linux. Okay, so most of these three are like major open source distributions you can download and you can work on. But most of the people are working on Ubuntu right now, because Ubuntu is very easy to download, easy to do the installations, and the documentation these guys are maintaining are like huge. Okay, so and also it is very very clearly documented operating system where you can download and you can work. Okay, so even I recommend you to go with Ubuntu if you are practicing, or if you wanted to know Linux, what exactly Linux is. If you do not know anything about Linux, it's better if you go for Ubuntu. Okay, but if you are already into the IT, or you are trying for the IT jobs, you wanted to get into the jobs, then you can go for Red Hat 9 beta version, or you can go for CentOS. Okay, so these are the two things you can work on. Okay, so if you are totally fresher, or if you don't know what is Linux, go for Ubuntu. This will be a very very easy thing, or uh, best thing to work on. Okay, so this is for the people who are very much new to the Linux. Okay, so next thing, like if you have any system BIOS or UEFI setup issues, okay, so just let me know, because most of the people, okay, so will see these issues. Okay, so when they are starting up things. Okay, so most of the time you will get all the things from YouTube, or like I'm talking about installing Linux on your desktop or laptop. Okay, so or you can go for the virtual machines. Okay, so virtual machines, we have already done that. Okay, so you can go to our channel and you can search for Linux installation, and you'll see how to install Linux on the virtual machines. Okay, so and also I have already told you the options, like how you can install the Linux. You can create a Linux installation on USB stick. Okay, so you will have some softwares like Unit Bootin. Okay, so if you go for Unit Bootin, okay, so you can burn your images, and you can okay, download. Okay, for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS, you have this. Okay, so you can get this, and you can burn your CD, or you can make your CD into the bootable device, or you can make your USB drive into a bootable device. Okay, so you can do that using this software. If you have any queries, just post that in Telegram channel. People will help you out, or else you can go for installing with the DVD. Okay, so you can create a Linux installation DVD. You can use K3B. Okay, so you can use K3B CD burner. Okay, so using this K3B, you can go and download this K3B, and you can create installation DVD of Linux. Okay, so these are the two options. This is for your USB, this is for your installation disk. Okay, so it might be your DVD. Okay, so these are the two things. Okay, so you can go and get it. Okay, and also I will like I've already shown you how to install the Linux on the VMs. Okay, so you can go there and you can check the VM installation how I have done. Okay, so if you go to the Linux playlist, you can watch that. Okay, so like I said, you can go for OpenSUSE, you can go for any thing you like. Okay, so and also next thing is like whatever the setup or whatever the documents or things I spoke or I speak. Okay, so I will post them in our blog. Okay, so that is Tritree Tech. Okay, Tritree Tech blogspot.com. Okay, so if you go here and if you go to labels, click on Linux. Okay, so most of the things I'll place it here, so that if you have any queries, okay, so you can go here and you can check for those issues. Okay, so because I'm going to talk a lot about real time, and I'm going to post lot of things on this blog. Okay, so this is the first time I've created this blog. Okay, so you guys, if you have anything, okay, so for example, like if you see here, I'm also trying to post the interview questions, and I'll try to post lot of things what we talk. Okay, so whatever we are talking right now, I'll try to post them here, so that it will be very easy for you to check in. Okay, so next thing I wanted to talk about this. Okay, so how to start, stop, restart, and putting your Linux into sleep mode. Okay, so this is very very important, like how you do that. Okay, and also root privileges. What do you mean by root privileges? Okay, so what exactly you need for the root privileges? Okay, most of the time when you are talking about root privileges, we are not using them at all. Okay, so it is not always required. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'll show you all the commands. Okay, so if you see here, already I've posted this. Okay, so if you want to shut down, okay, so your system with the systemctl commands. Okay, so what all the systemctl commands you can use? Okay, so if you see here, this is the interview question I've posted. Okay, so using systemctl commands to shut down and reboot your system, you can use systemctl power off. You can hard the system and power off the machine using systemctl shutdown. Okay, and also you can reboot your machine using systemctl reboot, and also halt the system without powering off the machine. Okay, so you can use systemctl halt. Okay, so using systemctl halt, you can halt the machine without powering off. Okay, so if you want to know more about this, you can go for man 8. Okay, so in man 8 pages you will see all the information about systemd-halt.services. Okay, so I'll log in, I'll show you all this stuff in Red Hat. Okay, so I'll try to launch one of the servers from in AWS. Then I'll try to showcase all the commands what we are discussing. Okay, so that will be very very important. Okay, so uh, we'll talk that in the next session about all the shutting down commands, how you can shut down, and what all the main man pages you can check. Okay, and also we'll discuss about all those stuff, like how will you troubleshoot if you have any issues on rebooting, or if you are stopping starting, or if you are disabling or enabling configurations. Okay, so we'll check all the stuff. Okay, so and also we'll check what all the commands you can use using systemctl. Okay, so this is the one most of the time people don't talk about. Okay, but I wanted to touch everything. Okay, so which is related to systemctl. Okay, so then after that we'll also see how you create scheduled shutdowns. Okay, so with cron job, like if you want to shut down your machine at particular point of time, we can do that. Okay, so that is also we'll discuss in this next coming session. And also we'll see automating startups. Okay, so how you start up your machine automatically, and also there are a lot of things. Okay, so we'll discuss in the next session. Okay, so this is the first session. I wanted to like give the overview of what Linux is. Okay, so hope you guys will install Linux on your laptops, desktops, or use your AWS or any cloud provider to do that. Okay, so we'll try to cover all the systemctl things, and also systemd things in the next coming sessions. Okay, so thanks for watching this video and have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing will move our channel forward, and also it will give people like opportunity to get into the job, because we are doing all the end-to-end technology, end-to-end courses. Okay, so which will help a lot of people to get into the jobs. Thanks for watching this video, and keep watching us. So keep watching this space mainly on Linux, so that I'll deliver a lot of content here. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.